Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Casey, and I'm the Fairywood Witch. Today's video is extra special because I'm doing a collaboration with my friend Heather Lynne, who is the Wild Woodland Witch. But I'll introduce her a little bit later on. The forest where I wander is filled with twists and turns, with vines and branches far as the eye can see. I gaze into the eyes of the dryads, who gaze back, watching me with curiosity. And the moss is so soft that I wish to lay down and sleep among them. The spirits who dwell on this land hold many secrets just waiting to be uncovered. Every time I venture into the woods, my senses are heightened as I listen carefully for messages and keep my eyes open for any signs they may be giving me. The forest feels like home, and there is always new magic just waiting to reveal itself. In this video, I wish to share with you some of the ways I connect with the elemental spirits in this forest where I live. But first, I'd like to introduce you to Heather Lynne, who is the Wild Woodland Witch. And wild she is. Heather is a green forest witch, herbalist, and forager who creates vlog-style videos to help witches expand their craft in practical ways, as well as inspiring others to trust their intuition. She's a preschool teacher with a childlike soul. Heather Lynne is the definition of a free spirit and is just so whimsical. Her video is linked above and below, and it's all about how to start a forest witch practice. If you haven't checked her out, I highly encourage you to do so. The word fae is used to categorize the elemental spirits, as well as all spirits of folklore. In these forests, right outside my doorstep, I've only just begun to discover their world. The very first thing I did when I wanted to connect more to the spirits of the forest was let my intuition guide me to a place out in the forest that felt alive with energy. I realized right away that I could feel the energy of trees more than anything else. So, I would find friendly trees and sit with them. I would introduce myself, meditate, listen, and observe everything around me. One thing that I found to be so important was to consistently go back to the same place. Because by doing this, I was able to build trust with the nature spirits and really get familiar with every detail that was around me. And doing this made it so much easier to notice if something changed in my environment. For example, if mushrooms suddenly appear right where you usually sit, or there are more insects around than usual, or new wildlife, or more wildflowers. These can all be indicators that the fae are present and are responding to you. For me, my sign has always been feathers. I always find teeny tiny feathers in the most mysterious of places. I'm really passionate about journaling, so I do have a fairy journal where I keep a record of all these little experiences, and it's really fun to look back on and read, so I recommend that to you if you enjoy writing. And I also want to mention to pay attention to your dreams. Wow, some of my most amazing dreams I've ever had were fae dreams, and I've had some really cool visitations and signs that I've received through dreaming. So look for your messages anywhere and everywhere. In addition to connecting to the forest spirits out in the forest, I also like to have a spot for them in my home as well. And one of the ways I do this is with my fairy altar. My altar has no particular rhyme or reason. It's simply little items that make me happy and make me feel closer to nature. You can see I have quite a lot of woodland creatures, and that's because I work with the fae and my animal guides simultaneously, and sometimes I feel that their energies really intertwine. I even believe that they work together sometimes to deliver messages to me. So I like to keep lots of animal energy on my altar. I would normally have green candles on my altar, but unfortunately they were sold out when I filmed this video, but these candles work just fine. Most of these things that you see are things that I've collected from nature. I brought home this stick because it reminds me of a creepy monster hand. I love it. And here I've got a little something sparkly because I've heard that certain types of fae love all things that sparkle and shine. Another way that you can work with the fae from the comfort of your own home is by having a fairy garden. I very recently started a potted fairy garden that I keep on the upstairs porch, which currently includes pansies, marigolds, snapdragons, and rosemary, but I'm excited to add more as time goes on. It truly is a magical little space, and the prism that hangs above my garden sends rainbow light right onto my altar in the late afternoon. Having a potted plant garden is a great way to access the energy of the fae, even if you live in an apartment or somewhere where outdoor gardening just isn't an option. So friends, that concludes today's video, but believe me when I say that I have many more videos planned for the future within the realm of fairy things. It is such a large rabbit hole to go down. Thank you all so much for being here, and don't forget to check out Heather Lynne's video and subscribe to her channel if you aren't already. Bye for now.